How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having an incredible day. Today we're going to take a look at how I was able to get just over 30,000 capital peak points from the last raid weekend. So let's jump right into the first attack on a capital peak. A lot of times you can get pretty decent points from doing the middle attack, or a lot of times the first attack on a capital peak is set up. The second attack is about clearing out the majority of the defenses, and then the final attack is about cleaning up what is remaining. So here we're going to just be using some archers. Going to times 4 for you, so you don't have to watch too much time. Essentially just deploy them one at a time, try to keep them in the rage if possible. And then I, for some reason, thought that there was going to be like less air defenses on the base, that there was going to be an area for the balloons. Don't ask me why. Sometimes you just are clicking too fast, and then all of a sudden you're like, huh, got some random rocket balloons. Would you look at that? So we were still able to get a very nice 5,740. The next ones are all in the third completed raid, which I just found out they actually reverse the order whenever you go back to look at them. So, something to note if you're looking at replays. So next up is a Barbarian Camp cleanup. On the first attack, looks like we got 2 of the air bombs and got the rocket artillery down to 3/4 health. Using 1 pack of balloons to clean up this section on the left. I know they're going to die right away, so I actually wait for them to die before deploying anything else. That way, just those few little skeletons can do their job and tank for me. So the biggest threat right now is taking out this full health hit point air bombs, and also trying to keep the troops spread out so they all don't get one-shotted, or mostly one-shotted by the rocket artillery. Sadly, the rocket artillery gets off 1 more shot, but not before the back-end balloons can come and clean it up. Nothing left but the trash buildings. We have a bunch of troops left over, so we're able to get an extra 135 bonus loot. Next up is a skeleton perk. Take out a good portion of the base on the first attack. This is a variation of a one-shot strategy for the skeleton perk. I don't know if I have all of the levels possible, but this was the first weekend I've actually been trying it out, since so many people have the standard layout of the skeleton perk. You may be able to take advantage of some of the strategies if you really perfect the timing. Because a lot of times it's all about knowing exactly when to drop the troops, so they dodge bombs, so they link up, sort of tank for each other. This one, I'm not there yet. So we're going in with the Larry barrels on the bottom portion of the base, knowing full well that they will die to this bomb tower. I think the theory is that you're supposed to send 1 pack specifically for the bomb tower, so it takes it out. I'm not too sure. You're then waiting for the P.E.K.K.A. and a couple of extra barbarians to clear out the center of the base. And then we have a few hogs and a pack of minions. So if you don't know already, if you clear this top portion, you can drop 1 pack of minions at the very top left on that tree there. That tree. And they oftentimes will destroy this first log cannon, and then the multi-cannon, and then some will split and stay on top of the giant cannon. And there we go, we have 4 of them that choose to go for the giant cannon. It's crazy. So now what we're trying to do is tank for this P.E.K.K.A. In theory, this P.E.K.K.A. should have enough health to get through the remainder of the base if we did everything right. extracting this minion hut. And then we send in some back-end hogs to try and take out the cannon, the reflector, and the spear thrower. Of course, it is not going the greatest. We had a bunch of them get targeted by the defenses, since there were no skeletons. And alas, our P.E.K.K.A. does end up perishing on the reflector. So we're only able to get 5,200, but still, that's pretty decent for a first attack. Next up, we're taking a look at the Builder's Workshop first hit. Very interesting layout where they have decided to group everything on this left-hand side of the base. So of course we're dropping one Barbarian here, hopefully can chain around, get all of the buildings on the perimeter. And then we are going to try and make our two main groups. Of course, with the main group being the one that goes for these 3 splash defenses all at the same time. Going to be taking a lot of damage in that area. So you want to make sure they're kind of spread out so they don't all get clumped up and all just get hit by the same multi-cannon and blast bow shot. They just go full to 0 instantly. We have a couple troops on the right hand side that we have that are taking out the flanking defenses. Now it's just a matter of saying how far can the rest of the troops get? How can we protect the super wizards? So unfortunately this multi-mortar is causing a lot of problems. Kills off the remaining troops. However, we do still have the Barbarian going somewhat strong until he meets 3 log launchers to the face. But we still get 5,665. Last but not least, we're going to take a look at a 2-shot on a Balloon Lagoon. Or sorry, not a Balloon Lagoon, a Wizard Valley. It would help if I could read. That is pretty important. So, this one, we are dropping the Barbarians off to the side, making that funnel, and we're just going to try and go straight down the middle of the base. Pardon me. Not down the middle of the base. We're trying to go on the left flank of the base. The idea is to try and get that one building destroyed, which we did, so now we can open up the entire side of the base for deployment. So we literally just do a line of giants, a line of super wizards, and then we try and send in a couple of the rams, open up sections where they can all kind of group together. So now we sort of have 1, 2, 3 attacking groups going on at the same time. And now it's just a matter of trying to protect the super wizards that have sort of gone off on their own with the remaining rams. I think it would actually make the wizards stronger if they moved the same speed or slower than the giants. I think it would actually make them stronger for getting a slower movement speed, which is kind of funny. Because yeah, a lot of times the giants will get out in front, and unfortunately, we get something like this, where we only take out, well, I mean, we take out 57% of the base, but we don't really get that many points. So, when I was looking at this base, I thought we could just completely clear it out, be no problem, but now that there's 5,000 sort of still left, we might as well hit it and clean it up. Especially since we had some pretty good hits on, one was like a 1-shot, and I believe the first one was a pretty high value capital peak hit, which was nice. So now we're just really trying to just slam into the base. Don't have to worry about any sort of splash damage beside bombs, because the wizard towers can only target up to, I believe, 3 or 5 troops at a time. And the wizard towers, they don't do much damage like they do in the home village. So we're able to smash that for the second attack, and we're able to get 177 bonus gold. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, I encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And there should be some more on the screen if you want to check them out right now. Thanks for watching. Take care.